Binance publishes wallet addresses and details of current holdings. Is Justin Sun about to bail out FTX? Tron boss swoops in as SBF faces ruin. Crypto exchange outflows pile on amid FTX fiasco. Will it be Bitcoin miners as the next trigger for BT price crash as outflows hit multi-month highs? NFT market reacts to the crypto dip. Floors fall between 5 and 15% on top collections. MetaMask launches a bridge aggregator to move tokens across blockchains. Is this a game changer? And Instagram NFTs sell out instantly. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Assets of Value podcast. Today, on November the 10th, and every day, we connect to give an industry insider's perspective on crypto, Web3, and NFT topics. We're the founders of Assets of Value, a Web3 research organization. We aim to discuss, inform, and share opinions on the hottest Web3 topics. Our podcast is not to be taken as legal or financial advice. We're going to jump straight into it. Usually, I'm handing over to my colleague Abe, but I'm here on my own today. So I am going to be covering all aspects across the market. It seems like it's a green day across the board. What started as a red day and a red session, we have seen huge gains on a lot of these tokens. FTT, staggeringly, is up 56%. Kava is up at 24%, Sol at 42%, and Matic at 44%. So huge gains across the board. We've had the CPI data come in, and that was less severe than it was expected. So maybe that has swung in favor of it being a green day, but certainly the sentiment is positive across the crypto markets today, which is great to see. Always great to see a green day. Looking at the market cap, what we're sitting on is $897 million, and the BT dominance is 38.4%, and current ETH price is ETH GUI or ETH gas is 24 GUI. So this gives an indication of how congested or busy the actual network is. Let's jump straight into some of the top headlines. So Binance publishing wallet addresses and details of its current holdings. So with everything going on, I think CZ has felt the need to self-disclose how much it's currently holding, and has released addresses of its hot and cold wallets and provided a snapshot of its current holdings. So this announcement follows moves to reassure customers by other exchanges in the wake of the FTX's liquidity crisis. Maybe this is an attempt for CZ giving confidence to customers and the industry as a whole to showcase that his assets are his assets, they're not customer funds, and it is backed by actual holdings. It's a shrewd move. He wants to avoid any type of fiasco, and it is showing the strength of Binance and where it sits amongst its peers in terms of the crypto market. On a positive note, Binance CEO CZ said the company would start a proof of reserve audit system accessible to the public. Other CEOs of different exchanges have mentioned it should be necessary for platforms to publicly share proof of reserves. OKX and KuCoin also said they plan to release information about the reserves in the coming week. All in all, I think this is a good move. It shows transparency. It shows maturity of exchange owners or exchanges themselves to actually showcase what they're holding. If we don't set a good example, it will be other people and other agencies, departments enforcing regulatory rules upon ourselves. So it's great to see self-policing in this space. Justin Sun about to bail out FTX. We see that the Tron boss tried or is coming in to help out SBF and FTX. FTX, we know, is looking to see a new raise of capital to the tune of around 8 billion. After Binance has announced that it was stepping away, Tron founder mentioned that he was looking at ways to help FTX. He didn't really share full details, but he did write on Twitter that his team were putting together a solution with FTX to initiate a pathway forward. This is important because it shows another figurehead within the crypto industry trying to help out either its competitor or the customers of that competitor. It's giving more credibility and ownership in terms of helping where help is needed, where he is trying to safeguard any customers that were holding Tron. If they were holding any Tron tokens, Justin Sun is trying to come to an agreement where at least those holders are compensated or looked after. I think it's very amicable. I'm not sure if this is too late, or I'm not sure if this is even enough. From an FTX perspective, I think they need all the help that they can get at this point in time. That seems to be an evolving story. We're going to have to watch this one pretty closely. Moving on to crypto exchange outflows, they are rising amid the FTX fiasco. Over 5.2 billion stablecoins left crypto exchanges on Wednesday, and this is the most in 5 months, as revealed by on-chain data. So we know that every time coins that are going into cold storage. However, the fact that this is stable coins coming off exchanges is quite worrying, because it's not the token themselves. Maybe they are moving it into traditional US dollar, but it seems that the movement of the stable coins coming off is an indication that crypto investors are pretty paranoid right now. With insecurity around exchanges and the ecosystem, investors are certainly more comfortable to ensure that they hold their own liquidity, and that liquidity is in traditional US dollars at the moment. So much going on. I think it's human behavior where paranoia is stepping in and making sure that investors are safeguarding themselves. It's one that we will certainly be tracking, because the beauty of blockchain shows movement of capital with the on-chain data that it allows us to see. Moving on to Bitcoin miners and their possibility of they could be triggering the next price crash as outflow hits multi-months high. We were speaking about the price point of Bitcoin miners and when and if they will be at a crunch point in terms of being in a negative situation. Obviously, Bitcoin mining has its own costs. Running the machines, paying for the machines, and settling finance costs and energy costs. There's a ballpark figure with absolute minimum to be around 15,500 or thereabouts. Anything under or below this is moving into negative territory, and that's a negative balance on the balance sheet. Even with prices around $18,000 or $19,000 Bitcoin, is very close to the break-even price of Bitcoin mining. That could potentially lead to miners facing an impossible situation if the price is staying as low as it currently is, around the 15 to 18 kind of price. If that's the case, it could result in a sell-off in terms of a BTC price macro low. In essence, the price that it's trading at, it will strangle miners and not leave them a lot of room for profit to cover their operating costs. It's interesting to see that the Bitcoin miner outflow has been steadily decreasing month on month, all the way from April 2022, where we saw a massive spike in volume. And again, we're seeing a huge spike in volume as well. With everything going on in crypto land, the NFT market is also seeing huge prices or huge dips in floor prices. We're seeing many of the top collections dipping by 5 to 15%. This is strange because with Ethereum so low, it's a good opportunity to buy blue chip projects, because from a dollar cash perspective, now's a good time to be buying into any blue chip or grail projects where the dollar price of Ethereum is low. But having said that, the actual transaction volume has dipped, and this in effect has made the floor prices also dip around 5 to 15%. Certainly, we're tracking to see if this is a temporary situation or if this is going to be sustained for the short term. With Ethereum gases so high as USDC is moving off the network and being exchanged, this could explain why and how NFT volume has taken a sudden dip. And then together bringing that with a lower price point, with Gray being so high, with the movement of the stablecoin on the Ethereum network, trading NFT has been actually very difficult in making sure that there's enough profit, liquidity, users, and volume all compiled into one to make an NFT sale on the Ethereum network. OpenSea shifts a stance and will keep enforcing royalties on existing collections. So they have come out and said that they will enforce royalties. They were skirting around this issue, but they've now taken a stance on where they feel they should be sitting. So this is a positive move for anyone who is looking to ensure that royalties should be existing within an NFT collection. More news around the NFT space. MetaMask tests a new bridge feature starting with four networks: Ethereum, Avalanche, Binance, and Polygon. So this could be a game changer where MetaMask launching a bridge aggregator to move tokens across blockchains. We're seeing a Polygon bridge, a Connect XTP atomic swap bridge, a Hop exchange, which is optimistic, uses canonical layer 2 bridges, and Stellar bridge, which is an external validator and optimistic hybrid. MetaMask products are used more than 30 million users across the world. And well, this is another step where customers are bypassing the need for exchanges, where MetaMask is directly offering bridging solutions and swap solutions from the kind of wallet itself. Earlier on, we saw MetaMask offering onboarding and purchasing of crypto directly from the wallet itself, with on-ramp solutions such as MoonPay and others depending on your jurisdiction. But another positive move amid the fiasco around exchanges is great timing, I would say, and great functionality that is looking to be introduced. Sticking with NFTs, Instagram NFTs sell out instantly. So a number of NFTs by certain artists have launched on Instagram very recently, since Meta has made their announcement. And those artists where NFTs have been launched, they have been instantly sold out. The latest collection by Drifter Shoots, a prominent influencer who takes amazing pictures, landscape pictures, where he would climb up a tall landmark or a building and then take a picture looking out of the view. His photo collection is currently having a floor price of 2.7 ETH. Another positive move of mass and mainstream adoption around NFTs, this time via Instagram, and having the capability of launching NFTs to followers who then can actually go ahead and purchase this on the Polygon network and either keep it or then flip it or sell it on OpenSea or a different marketplace. There's a number of artists that are still waiting for the green light for their collections to be launched, but all in all, a positive move around NFTs and Instagram. There's a huge appetite of NFTs being purchased by followers of certain creators. Amazing to see that. Well, I think that about brings it a wrap for today. It's been super fun. I'm glad you were able to jam with us today. That's it. Until next time, thank you, everybody, and I'm signing off.